Hey guys! Let's see, is that working? Can you guys hear me? Seems like yes! Hi guys! Give me just a second to turn on. Live! It's us. We ready, boys. Sorry, I had to take Sorry about that, guys. At least you can hear me now. Every time this happens, we don't know what's been causing it, but it's been happening recently quite a bit. Oh, Breezy, I just noticed. Thank you for the follow. Give me just a sec to get my camera recalibrated again. Turn that off, turn that back on again. And if it still doesn't want to play nice with the camera, with my rig, then we might have to switch to an older version of my model and just do PNG. Yeah, friend of the stream, Talking Skull, did look into it, but he basically, long story short, couldn't figure out how to fix it. I'm so fucking excited for what we're playing today, though, you guys. I'm so excited. So, basically, there is a game being created. It is still in soft release. It is available on itch.io, and I have it labeled, or I have the link posted in my, what do you fucking call it? Talking Skull is kind of hot, not gonna lie. Hey. You don't see it because he's like a skeleton and he wears like a big fancy cape and all that, so you guys don't see it a lot, but legit, he has the perfect bubble butt. Okay, back to what we're doing. We have the people who are currently making this game to thank for this. If you want the link, it's a pay as much as you'd like itch.io game right now. It is a dating sim. It is a dating sim of many slashers, and I'm very excited because I wanted to do Sexy Saturdays. It's what we do. But I also was really craving some like spooky content, and so I was like, well, I guess we could just like play a little Nightmares 2 or something. but Sexy Saturday, and I wanted to make sure that I did both. So, so we're gonna be dating some slashers. There is a Dead by Daylight dating sim. I also downloaded that. I was on the fence about which one to play, but I decided to do this one because I think it's got a couple more options that I am going to be familiar with. Friend of the stream, well, that seems presumptive of me. Fellow VTuber, super hot, non-binary VTuber, Intravenous, which I will. Oh, I should just grab their link. Hold on. They told me about this when I was lurking on Fortune Cat's stream about this particular game, and I am very fucking excited. They are another one. They are they're another VTuber, like I said. Let's get their link. Alright. We got... That's their Twitter. They're also on Twitch, obviously. But when I was lurking on Fortune Cat's stream while they were streaming together, they told me about this, and I am so fucking excited. Hi, Sawtooth! Hi! We're gonna see if, because it's just a visual novel, so we're gonna see whether it plays politely with my 3D model. But if it doesn't, we'll go back to an old version of the model and just put it in PNG mode. But I'm very fucking excited. Dude! I, low-key, fun fact about me, maybe you can guess, because I am a Hordeon main, shapeshifting, cryptid VTuber, but I am a proud monster fucker, and this absolutely extends to slashers. I fucking love horror. I've been such a huge Scream fan since I was so young, and if and when they add Ghostface to either Hooked on You or this game, I'm gonna lose my shit. Absolutely lose my shit. But in the meantime, I'm very fucking excited. I haven't looked that hard at who all is available to date in this game because I kind of want it to be a surprise. Obviously, what's his name? The guy from Bloody Valentine. I can't believe I can't think of his name right now. Do I want to say Henry? One of those. Anyway, let's fucking get in here. Today's game is aptly named a slasher dating simulator. It is oh shit, I gotta fucking turn that down. That is loud in my ears. You guys let me know how the volume is for you guys. But I am so fucking excited! So fucking excited. This is it's a dating, we're gonna date some red flags only. Red flags only hours. Oh fuck! Choose your vessel! Oh, I'm sad there's not a non-binary option. Well, I mean, choose your sex, but there's, I don't know, I'm digging this vibe in the middle. It's like kind of a non-binary looking, ooh, but the thighs! Ooh, but the thighs on the waifu! Oh! Oh yeah! Thanks, Richard. Always happy to lurk. God, this is so tough. Do we choose, it's like overtly femme, which is not usually my vibe, but the thighs on this one, delicious. Or do we do the kind of like in between, like vaguely androgynous type vibe? What do we do? Thick thighs? You got it. Lame that they make you choose this, but I guess. Oh, you know what? I guess if I choose male, it'll be like closer to androgyny. I guess that basically just makes me. trying to decide which direction trans. Regardless, I'm gonna do male, because I am trans. Oh my god, you get to pick! Eee! Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got a fucking Hellraiser lad. We got Freddy Krueger, who sucks and I hate him, but maybe he'll probably be hot as fuck in this. Jason. I am gonna fucking die if we romance Jason because I love Jason Voorhees. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the comic for Camp Counselor Jason, but he got big old muscular man titties, and I am he's gonna stab me is the problem because I'm gonna be horny and he's gonna be like, time to die. But I'm so fucking tempted. Gosh, we got Leatherface. I still can't remember this dude's name, but the Bloody Valentine guy. Mike. Okay, Michael Myers it is. I'm so excited. Oh no! It's still coming soon! You can't date Mike, he just has his profile up. I didn't realize that. So the only one live right now is Jason. Aw, that's a bummer. But that's okay, because as previously mentioned, I'm a big fan. So we're gonna play this one, and if it's really short, then we can switch over to playing Dead by Daylight Hooked on You. Because I'm sad I didn't realize that they didn't have any of the killers available yet, except for Jason. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm sorry. I know you love the Mikey boy. I'm sorry he's not here yet, but that is a good thing in certain ways because it means that when this game does get an update with all these different characters, we can bring them back. And I fucking love that. Love that for us. The afternoon sun was high, and despite the canopy of green overhead, it still beat down on me with that familiar summer heat. Fuck yeah! It would be enjoyable were I not dragging every bit of luggage to my name by hand on an ill-kempt dirt road. Admittedly, it was still gorgeous out, and I felt reassured as I reminded myself what lay at the end of this god-forsaken trail. I had landed a position as a counselor in training at Camp Crystal Lake, doing most of their dirty work, cleaning up after the kids, washing dishes, etc. It'll be fun, I tell myself. Oh my gosh, Sawtooth, have you never seen Hellraiser? Don't feel bad for him. Long story short, he's the king of kink, but also, in a really fucked up, unpleasant, torturous way and not focused on consent at all. So, don't feel bad for him. He did that shit to himself. He, yeah, Pinhead's got fucking problems, dude. And that's from someone who loves serial killers. Like, bro. Sorry, guys. Doing a little sippy sip. When you're this thirsty, it's important to stay hydrated. It'll be fun, I tell myself. It was a chance to get out, see some nature. I'd spoken briefly with one of the owners of the camp when I called about the position. An older woman who said that she owned the place and ran it with her son. Oh my god, that means it's Pamela Voorhees! Ah! I hope you guys are prepared for a lot of fangirling. Fanboying? Fansquealing. Uh, yeah, basically. He's like a Pinhead is like a creature from another dimension, a dimension of like hedonistic pain. It's a whole thing. Hold on, let me double check that my stream is still working. I don't understand why there's not music for this part. I thought there would be music. I might have to put on background music again. We'll see. We'll see. Eventually, if music might start back up. Okay. I wondered how much of this land they actually own. Seeing just how expansive it was now that I was in the dead center of it all, I found it hard to believe they could afford the upkeep of such a large piece of land on summer camp profits alone. especially one this far down a dirt road. Wait, where is the road? Shit. Where am I? Well, this is a little too much nature. Before I realized it, I'd made a couple of wrong steps off the beaten path straight into unfamiliar territory. A thicket so vast I could barely see the light of day. Oh my god! Jason's gonna come to our rescue. I'm so fucking excited! Oh, either that or we're gonna find a corpse. Nice! I tried to turn around and retrace my steps back to the path, but it's as if they'd vanished, blending in with the rest of the unnavigable forest. Oh, fuck. Did I fuck up? Okay. I'm pretty sure I still remember the direction I'm supposed to be headed, so I start walking again. Now trudging through the thick kudzu with my heavy bags in tow. The more I walked, the woods just seemed to get deeper and deeper. It was almost eerie how quiet it was out here. Being immersed in nature is one thing, but I felt like I was the only living, breathing thing for miles. After a few minutes of treading along, my ear caught a sound, a thumping noise somewhere off in the distance. It sounded almost rhythmic, like chopping? I picked up the pace, high-stepping it towards the direction I thought I heard the sound coming from. I followed the sound as it got louder and louder, and just in the distance, I could make out a figure. I could barely see them past the trees, but it was distinctly a person. I maneuvered past some downed logs and tree stumps to try and get close enough to see them, and for them to see me. They seemed to have their back turned. Hello? The man perked up, turning to face me. I stood like a deer in the headlights, taken aback by his appearance. He was massive, a lumbering form draped in heavy clothing that felt unnatural for this kind of heat. He donned an unsettling, tattered mask on his face and stared unnervingly through me with unseen eyes. He turned his body completely to look at me, looming over me like a shadow. That was when I saw it, the axe in his hand. There was a beat of silence. Then he moved towards me. In a panic, I dropped my bags and made a break for it. I ran blind deeper into the woods, putting as much distance between myself and that thing as I possibly could. Just as I began to feel safe, a thick root jutting out of the ground caught my foot and launched me into the dirt. The wind was completely knocked out of me, and I heaved as I attempted to sit up quicker than my body would allow. Before I could pick myself back up, there he was, somehow right behind me, looming over me like a bear. His chest rises and falls with slow, deep breaths as he stares silently at me. My body feels like ice. I'm not even breathing anymore. The air is caught in my throat. I am sure I'm going to die. The figure lurched forward, and I instinctively brought up my hands to shield myself from what was to come. But nothing came. Anxiously, I opened my eyes to find that the man is now crouched. Oh my god, sorry. Just this area? I'm okay. Anxiously, I opened my eyes to find that the man is now crouched down, offering me a hand. He isn't chopping me up with an axe or stringing me up by the neck. He's just trying to help me out. I take his hand cautiously, and before I can protest, oh my god! It is a sample from the... Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited. I'm sorry, you guys. I keep getting, I'm way too hyped for this. Okay. He places another strong hand around my arm to support me as I stand. He must have seen how badly I ate it and assumed my leg might not feel great after such a wipeout. He brushes off my shoulders too, dusting off the dirt that had coated my arms. Nothing felt broken, but I was definitely bruised from the fall. He brings a hand to his chest, beginning to sign. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You dropped your bags. I see now that he has my backpack slung over his shoulder, and my suitcase sitting at his feet. He had time to follow me and grab my heavy-ass bags? Jesus. Are you looking for the campgrounds? I realize he's talking to me in ASL, so I begin to sign back to him. Yes, actually. Do you know where they are? He nodded, picking up my suitcase, motioning for me to follow him. Silence flowed between the man and I as I found myself staring at his back. His strides were long and well experienced with the terrain, while I still felt myself catch on uneven ground. I hurry my pace to match his, quiet of the forest creeping back up my spine as my bruises begin to ache dully. So, I pause, hoping to break the awkward feeling building within my chest. Do people often get lost, or am I a special case? The man's head tilted in my direction, his eyes catching mine through the hollowed holes of his old, worn hockey mask as he shook his head no. When he caught sight of my offered hand, willing to take back my bags. It happens. Luckily, you ran into me. I did. Not so luckily, I also ran into the ground. I smile, ignoring the discomfort of my embarrassment as I push the conversation forwards. It could be easy to lose yourself here. Intentionally, I mean. A low chuckle of response sounds from my woodsy savior, and I can't help but to brighten as a smile tugs against my cheeks. It's a sound I couldn't help but to mean that. Sorry again for scaring you. Don't worry about it. It really isn't your fault. I mean, he is a giant masked axe-wielding man alone in the middle of the woods. He's not exactly the most approachable figure. It was mostly the axe. What were you doing out there anyway? Chopping wood for our campers to carve later. We're making fire as well. Well, that made sense. See a man out in the woods with an axe? Make firewood, not maniac. After a few minutes of correcting my poor navigation, we finally made it to the campgrounds. It's a bit surreal how different it is from the deep woods. Campgrounds are so full of light, kids playing and running around. From the center of the grounds, you can really get a good look at the lake. It really is beautiful up here. In this light, I can get a much better look at the man. He's still massive, lighting didn't really change that, but he definitely doesn't look as menacing now. He sits my bags down and turns to look at me. Just because he doesn't look menacing doesn't mean he still is intimidating. Are you one of the new counselors? He asks. Yes, I am, I sign back. Your cabin is back there. Feel free to get settled. Start your training first thing tomorrow. Did he say training? Do you work here? He nodded. My name is Jason Voorhees. Oh! What odd line of work for someone of his demeanor. Wait, is this the son of Mrs. Voorhees? Oh, is this the son Mrs. Voorhees mentioned on the phone? I feel an immediate hot wash of embarrassment. Not a great first impression to run in fear from your new employer. I should introduce myself too. My name is Corvus. Hi. It's nice to meet you. I'm Corvus. Nice to meet you too, Corvus. I can almost hear the warmth in his signed words, how genuinely happy he is to make conversation. It softens those edges a bit. A noise catches Jason's attention, pulling him away from the conversation. I have to get going. If you need anything, I'll be around. See you in the morning, Corvus. Oh, baby girl! You got it. You got it. Woo! Alright. With that, he was gone, wandering off somewhere across the campsite. I'm gonna be so dead. Jason, like the rule, the hard fast rule when you're dealing with Jason is don't be horny. Don't be horny or you go to jail. And by jail, I mean he kills you. This is gonna be really difficult. I actually don't know if this game has options where you die. Like endings where you die. It would make sense though. But I'm really excited anyway. I picked up my bag, headed towards my cabin, relieved that I was minutes away from well-deserved nap. I trudged down the path, watching the cabin emerge from the cover of the tree. Counselors were hanging around the cabin door, talking amongst themselves and getting their rooms up. Yo! A voice called out to me. Yeah, you! Come over here, I need to get you signed in. I turned to see a couple of counselors. A guy who looked a bit older than me and a girl who was probably around the same age as me. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. My name's Corvus. Yeah, name's Kevin. I'm in charge around here, so come to me if you have any issues, got it? Okay. Kevin looks up and down at his lips before giving me a passive, unimpressive glance. Yeah, you're on here, right? Fern, show Corvus around the cabin, would ya? The girl perked up and nodded. Sure. Follow me, Corvus. I'll show you to your room. I gave Kevin a thank you nod, but he was already on to talking to the next counselor on the list. I followed Fern inside and was immediately welcomed by the cozy air of the traditional wood cabin. Fern led me to my room, gestured for me to head inside. Alrighty, make yourself at home and I'll be by to get you later for dinner. See you in a bit. We exchanged a wave as Fern hurried back out to greet the other incoming counselor. Don't be horny or perish. Impossible. Oh boy. I set my luggage down and made a beeline for the bed. Unpacking didn't wait. Sitting on the edge of the bed, kick off my shoes. Only now realizing just how sore my feet were from the walk here. I fell back on the bed, climbing under the neatly made quilt. It wasn't long after my head hit the pillow that I was drifting off. Oh my god, there's a second bed in here. Who's our roomie? Tell me Jason is our roomie! Oh my god. The morning sun bathes Camp Crystal Lake in a pastel wash. I go about making coffee and some toast before what is sure to be a busy day. Hold on. I made myself a fancy cocktail and I'm going to take a drink of it. Oh boy! I think I either didn't stir that or I made it quite a bit stronger than I meant for it to be. This is going to be a fun stream, y'all. I go about making coffee and some toast. Oh, I already read that. All the walking from yesterday has caught up with me. It was as if my legs were screaming at me to go back to bed. I have to get used to it if I'm going to be doing stuff like this for the rest of the summer. I'm helping the other counselors set up in preparation for the campers today. My toast pops up from the toaster, and I drag my feet to the kitchen table. I bite into my toast and sip my coffee, still feeling the early morning drunkenness. As I'm on my last bit of toast, there comes a knock at the screen door. I scarf it down and pad down the hallway, seeing a large silhouette in the door. I open it to see Jason standing there, impossibly tall and muscular. Oh, shut up! His clothes are tight against his huge frame, and I can practically feel the power that radiates from him as his broad chest lightly follows his breath. Oh my god! They are not making this easy for us! Whew. Alright. Seeing Jason almost instantly puts a smile to my face. My screaming legs finally shut up from being blessed by his mere presence, and instead decide that they want to part. JK! Ha ha ha! Hey Jason, what brings you here? Awkward, horny small talk in ASL. Good morning, Corvus! I know you were going to join the other counselors in setting up today, but I could really use your help if it's okay with you. The campers are going to arrive soon, so this place needs to be in working order. Think you're up for it? If you want, that is. Bro, I'm your you're my boss? You could just order me to do it. I can tell Jason is a little shy. It's strange seeing such a huge and impressive man act like this, but honestly, I think it's adorable. I can't help but feel a wide grin grow on my face. Of course, that sounds great. Come on in, I'm just finishing up my morning routine. Jason follows me inside, ducking a bit to get onto the doorframe. Oh my god! Ooh, somebody get me a glass, because I just found us a tall drink of water. Oh boy. I'm gonna change. I'll be right back. Just wait right here. Jason nods, does what he's told. My heart pounds with excitement in my ears as I head upstairs, change out of my PJs and into my day clothes. He wants me to go with him? After I brush my teeth, splash my face with water, and take one last look in the mirror, I head downstairs back to him. Ready, Corvus? I smile and give him a nod, patting my hand on his broad shoulder. We head out the door together and walk side by side to the activities area. Our first job is to haul the kayaks to their proper racks. I watch in disbelief as Jason saunters by with 2 of them in tow. I'm struggling with 1. Cheater! I watch Jason's shoulders shake in laughter. He helps drag the kayak I'm battling and lifts it to its appropriate slot. He's so incredible. He is barely even breaking a sweat. It's back-breaking work, but we're able to get it done in record time thanks to Jason's raw power. I mean strength. I mean power. I mean daddy. I mean what? Next, we set up the archery range. Jason and I prepare the lanes, set out the targets, count the supplies. I bundle them together, 3 arrows and 1 finger tab for each camper. Jason restrings each bow and tests them to make sure they're taut and firm, like his ass. with this station, all that matters is safety. Make sure the kids, and counselors for that matter, only point their bow down range when it's their first turn to fire. You wouldn't believe how many people almost put somebody else's eye out because their mind isn't on safety. I can imagine. Right. No accidents on my watch. Fun fact, I actually, in real life, I'm an archer. I volunteered at an archery range for a while, and I really miss it. So this is actually something I could do! I make sure each and every lane is clear of debris, and in no time, we're finished up the archery range. Next, we go to the woodcutting area. I watch in awe as Jason yanks a huge axe out of the stump, and in one deft motion, hefts it back over his shoulder before bringing it back down on the block of wood resting on the stump. The wood block snaps in 2. I stare as he repeats the process a few times before turning to me, chest heaving and sweat glistening on his skin. My face heats up at the holy sight. He pulls a knife from his back pocket and begins chipping away at one of the wood logs. He doesn't even need to look at what he's doing. Want to give it a try? Me? Jason chuckles, and the sound is an absolute delight. God, Jason is he's so... Stop it, Corvus, focus! Oh, this game gets me. Yes, you. Here, I have an extra carving knife. Alright, here goes nothing. What should I make? Bear mask heart. A bear! I attempt to carve a bear. Oh? Is that a bear? Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else, so I made something you remind me of. Huh? I remind you of a bear? Jason tilted his head at me. Oh, I might have said too much. Maybe I can save myself from explaining what a human bear is. For instance, you're very strong, big, and fearless like a bear. Ah, I see. I get it now. Do you think I could keep it? You don't want it, of course. Ah! Gift to Jason. Oh, really? I don't have any plan to do with it, so sure. Thank you so much, Corvus. I'll put it on my desk when I get back to my cabin. Aww! Of course, Jason. I'm glad you like it. Well, you must be ready for a break now. It's so hot out here. Let's go stock up the freezer. That cools down. I sincerely doubt that statement as I watch Jason lift his shirt to dab the sweat on his neck, exposing his muscular stomach. Oh! Ha-ha! Whew, I'm fine. I follow Jason to the camp kitchen, where we stock the camp's freezers and pantries with food, enjoying cool air surrounding them. Oh my god! Pam's so fucking cute! Ah! Yoo-hoo! Jason Corvus, would you mind helping me prepare dinner? Of course, Mother. Absolutely, happy to help, Mrs. Portheus. Please, dear, call me Pamela. Jason and I help Pamela chop vegetables for salad and man the grills and ovens, which are lined with barbecued meats and aluminum-wrapped potatoes. Oh my god, that sounds so good! My, Jason has you quite busy today. Oh yeah, but it's been great. I feel like I've learned a lot. You did great today. There shouldn't be much more to do from Camper's Pride. Oh, I love to hear it, my dear. You've taken the hard work off my hands. So grateful. God, she's so cute. The dining hall fills with counselors, and Pamela lets us pick our food first. She stands on her tiptoes to whisper something in Jason's ear. He bends down to hear her. Their eyes flicker to meet briefly, and I shift from one foot to the other. Jason waves to his mother as they part ways, and he rejoins me. Do you want to eat with me? I actually have a question for you. Sawtooth? Sawtooth? Shut up, I'm fine. I'm doing fucking great. Okay. Whew. Sure, I'd love to. What's your question? Is it, will you marry me so that then we can be horny and you won't be mad? I'm... Yes. Immediately yes. We pile our plates high with hot food. Jason leads us over to a log by the fire. We eat together and I can barely contain my excitement being able to spend so much time with him. Oh my god, he's so mushy! I am gonna break the fucking sound barrier. He's so cute! So I've been thinking. I know you're supposed to take a camping trip with the other counselors, but I was wondering if you wanted to go with me and the kids. If not, I understand. It's last minute and all. I screech in delight in my mind, but give Jason a gentle smile. Jason, it makes me really happy to go with you. Really? That's great! My mother agreed to take your place with the other counselors. This means a lot. I study his masked face. His eyes lit up bright in the firelight. I can barely contain my own excitement. He must really like spending time with me. Or he's planning to kill me, it's really hard to tell. I'll come get you tomorrow morning and we'll head out. That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. See? So fucking cute! So cute. Look at him! We finish eating and throw our paper plates into the garbage. Our eyes meet, and I shuffle from one foot to the other again. I'll walk you back to your cabin. Oh! Night air is sweet with honeysuckle as we trek back to our cabin. I love it here. I see the stars so well. Where I'm from, you'd never get this kind of intimacy. Yeah, me too. It's really cute. I noticed Jason shove his hands into his coat pocket, and I swear I see the hint of blush paint his neck in the silver of the moonlight. Well, here's my stop. Oh, yes. Well, thanks for helping me out. I enjoyed spending time with you today. Anytime. Yeah, I did too. I started up the stairs and turned away from Jason. See you in the morning, Jason. Night court. Still in the bed bugs fight. I smile and nod my head at him before closing the door and happily trotting to my bed. I stand next to the bed, fall backwards on top of it, letting out a sigh. I'm so lucky. I get to hang out with Jason again tomorrow? Thank you so much, Pamela, for covering for me. My eyes grow heavy to the point where I can barely keep them open. Jason and I did so much work today. I feel so exhausted. I search for the covers with my leg, pull them open with myself. Before I know it, I started drifting. Now been a few days since I've arrived at camp. They have been nothing short of tedious, learning everything from preparing the finest crustless peanut butter and jelly to being able to help perfect the ultimate tent pitching technique. Eh? Eh? Can't tell if my ring is picking up my eyebrow waggle. I hope it is. It's something of a thankless job, I've come to realize, but there are parts of it I've found really quite rewarding. Ah, fuck! Fucked it up. Though my initial encounter with the large, looming camp counselor was a shaky start, every moment since then has been one of genuine enjoyment. I find myself stealing glances, hidden coy smiles, while I watch him work alongside me. Before, I might have died of embarrassment anytime his chest touched my back, trying to adjust my hold on tools or equipment, or hid from sight when he had to put out a stove fire because I wasn't playing complete attention to the food. Of course, now that I've had plenty of time to allow him to be my teacher and show me the ropes, being a quick learner has only come to benefit me. And let me get a little closer to our new head counselor. Something about him gives me butterflies in the pit of my stomach, making my skin warm and my thoughts muddled. I mean, of course these things happen. Crushes like these happen all the time when people spend every minute of the day together. But I don't know why. Something feels different. Should I be feeling this way? Now that dinner's prepared, I should do something a little more productive than all of the daydreaming. Maybe a shower will help. I don't want to smell like oil and chicken parm when I see Mr. Voorhees later. Not if I don't have to, anyway. My boots crunch against the gravel as I step out of the mess hall and take in the crisp summer breeze. The sky paints itself hues of pink, orange, and purple, and my mind steadily returns to my thoughts. I was caught off guard when he personally asked me, out of all the counselors, to help him with tonight's blah 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 blah. To help him with tonight's bonfire, though, admittedly, I did feel a swell of pride. It meant a lot that he felt he could trust me with setting things up and taking care of the kids, and even more so considering I'm the newest of the crew. I imagine it might have had something to do with my ability to mesh with the kids, but I don't care. Whatever the reason, I'm not gonna let him down. I find my way back to the counselor's cabin, gathering a change of clothes and a robe in one arm. I press my back to the wooden stall out back and wait for the others to finish. The sound of giggling can only mean one thing, and I can't help but roll my eyes. Eventually, the duo in question would step out, sharing a knowing look with me before it's finally my time. I enjoyed the heat and steam and scrubbed off the smells of firewood and cooked bacon from my body. That sounds like you would smell amazing, though, so, like, just saying. I tie my robe back on, letting out a satisfied sigh, begin to head back inside. I find my pants and throw on my favorite sweater. I pat at the big camp sign with a long sigh before heading on out, making it only a few steps down the stairs before slamming straight into something solid. Ah, what the hell? I look up, rubbing my nose, and feel my face turn bright red. Of course I'd run right into Jason. It's what I get for not paying attention. I shrink a bit and roll my lips into a thin line. Mr. Voorhees, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. I could tell. You're lucky you didn't trip. You could have sprained something. I find myself mentally sighing. Now that he was scolding me and I didn't need to speak to know what kind of tone he was adopting. I gave a sheepish smile and signed back to him. Don't wish ill on me now. I have dinner all set up, and I know you said you needed some help. I'm surprised you didn't ask Fern or Kevin for help. They're better at the tents than I am. Jason's gaze stays lingering on me for a moment. He shifts, silently in thought, before returning his focus back. Fern is busy setting up the kayaks on the boat rack tonight. As for Kevin, his hands still, and blue eyes shift to the ground. This is a familiar face, and he makes it a lot where Kevin is concerned. I'm just happy to help. No words needed. The man nods, planting his hands against his waist, giving me a once-over. He might not have vocalized it, but his eyes soften in recognition of the offer of aid. He raises his hands once more to sign, before picking up the lacrosse equipment he had been on his way to put up. Since you've started improving leaps and bounds, I have no doubt that tonight will be easy work for you. If you need help, I'll be there when you need it. It's hard to stop the smile from forming at the corner of my lips, rubbing the side of my neck sheepishly. I'm grateful he's too preoccupied gathering all the sports equipment. It would have been instant death had he seen the flush in my cheeks. My hands found my face, rubbing at the heat I had felt, before joining him as I walked toward the campsite area. On my way, Jason is quick to sort the equipment on its designated rack, clapping the dust off his hands. So, lead the way. Is there anything in particular you want me to start with first? With ease, Jason collected all of the tent equipment in one arm, biceps flexing with impressive strength as he hoists it onto his shoulder. He notices my eyes lingering a second too long, but don't bring attention to it. He hands me the box of snacks, all the trappings of s'mores and Vienna sausages, and cants his head to the side, in a motion to follow after him. It's your choice. These are the larger tents, and it's easier to keep kids in groups. They've been complaining about noises, and the easier I can see them, the better. If you want, feel free to start the bonfire now that it's sundown. Either that, or get the torches placed up the trail. After that, you can come help with the tents if need be, and we can get food handed out afterward. I nod, huffing as I struggle to keep up with his long strides, especially with 50 pounds of food sitting on my hip. Once I arrive at the campsite, bare bones, ready to be set up, I know exactly where I'd like to start. Set up. I'm gonna set up the trail torch. Just seems like the same thing. I'll start setting up the trail torches then. I have a feeling the kids are gonna want to spend all their time out tonight. Weather's really nice. Jason nods in agreement, spreading out the tent supplies neatly. He jerks his head in the direction of a plastic container bin close to the scattered seating around the bonfire. All the materials should be in the bin. There should be oil in there as well, and if there isn't, there's some in the kitchen storage area. Without much preamble, I get to work, heading over to the bin and piling torches into my arm. They're a lot heavier than I remember, but it likely has something to do with picking up 8 of them in one sitting. I feel myself stumble backwards a bit, and as I do, I feel the weight of my body tipped over, sneakers catching over shoelaces and gravel. An explosive gasp left my lips before that familiar feeling of strength took over. I had felt Jason's powerful arm pull me taut to his chest, and when I look up, clutching the torches tight to my chest, I felt the familiar sight of that hockey mask looking down at me, eyes full of concern. Maybe the torches might be too heavy. You want me to take over for you? We should stop eating like this. I should be okay. Just took too much is all. There's something of a low chuckle that muffles behind the hockey mask, and it makes my body feel hot all over. With ease, Jason sets me back upright, adjusting the tiki torches in my arms properly before placing his hand at the small of my back. Woo! In encouragement, I'm fine. I can't help but beam at him. And he can't help but soften his gaze when I do. A gentle exchange of silent acknowledgement. Oh my god. He turns his attention back to stomping the stakes in the ground, already partially done with the first 10, before turning to the side to sign to me. I'll leave the oil canister by the start of the trail. You drop that, well, fried chicken counselor for dinner? Jason pauses, stupefied by immediate quick wit, and he finds himself chuckling again, I'll say. I'm on a roll, I think to myself, heading back up the trail and enjoying the lingering feeling about Okay, I think that fixed it. Let me double check. Okay, my audio seems to be working, and my rig seems to be working, so let's get back into it. Sorry about that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Where the fork is the game? Ah, there it is. was a short walk. Fortunately for me, I already read that. It took a little doing. I'm thankful that since I started working here, my legs have got plenty of workout from hiking and climbing with the kids. Any torch that gave me pause, I was quick to wrap my leg around it to keep in place, grunting until finally it fell successfully in place and remained upright firmly. There we go, and record time too. I'd like to see Kevin make these torches so straight. There's a moment where I feel my entire body freeze, however, and my posture straightens up. Goosebumps riddle my skin, making the hair on my arms stand up, and instinctively I spin on my heels, Grapple kicking up at the sudden movement. I wait, listening for any indication of unseen eyes, any sound, but none. That's what happens when you only have a coffee and some granola for a meal. Ugh, I think I should head back now. I turned my back. Hold on. I gotta reset my rig. It doesn't believe in my mouth. Come on. Wait that. Hello? Whatever. I turn my back to the long trail behind me, shuddering as I shake off the last of the heebie-jeebies, blissfully unaware whatever was lurking in the dark just below the tree line. By the time I returned to camp, Jason made quick work of the tents. I paused to take in the impressive feat, impressed by the sheer speed of producing so many quality tents in such a short period of time. It was Jason, after all. Should I be so surprised? He doesn't notice me at first, but by the time he does, I've more than already circled back to the side. He flinches a bit, but I only smile in response. It looks great! I bet doing lights out checks will be a breeze tonight with how many sleeping bags fit in here. That's the plan. Can't believe you're done with the torches already. You really have improved quite a bit since you started. There it is. That swell of pride I've become so fond of. It feels like with every compliment on my completed tasks, I've become closer and closer to mastering the craft. Maybe I'd even reach his level. Still, if I had, maybe it wouldn't have been so enjoyable. After all, the learning process has been all the fun, all the memories I've come to have with them. My hands brush through my hair, smirking at the commentary of the head counselor. If I showed you all my secrets and my tricks, you might try to capitalize off of them. Is that it? I didn't think you had such poor opinion of me. And just like that, I felt my ego deflate. My smile gone and replaced with a horrified expression. He must have picked up on it. He started to laugh. Deep and baritone, it washed over me, and I couldn't help but stare in confusion despite my insensitive comment. That was a joke. I fumbled with my signing a bit. I knew that! Anyways! Hi, Silos! Yay! My Silos boy! Wait. Silos pronoun check. I thought you used he, him, but I figured I should double check. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Alright. I look at the empty fire pit, let out a tired groan. Not exactly my favorite thing, if only because of the level of manual labor involved, but it had to be done regardless. I stretch my arms above my head, plant my hands on my hips confidently. Well, even if no one likes to, setting up the bonfire isn't going to happen on its own. Really? Why don't people like to? Well, not everyone is as strong as you when it comes to hefting up all the firewood. Without even seeing much of his face, I could read the confusion easily with body language. There was a moment where he looked around, pausing in his work, before canting his head to the side in understanding. So, it must have been in respect to his strength. That made sense. I see. You're like a superhero! Makes you like a superhero if you think about it, especially to the kids. The head counselor rubs at his palms in thought, chuckling sheepishly to himself in that deep baritone tone. Corner of his eyes wrinkled, and beneath that hockey mask was indeed a proud smile. Oh my gosh! I forgot. Silos, you just got in, so you don't necessarily know. This is a dating sim for many slashers. The only one currently completed and released is Jason. Well, I guess I should... I don't know if it's released. Or I don't know if it's completed. But it is a game currently for soft release on itch.io. Let me know if you want a link. I'll probably post to Twitter later after the stream. This is the only killer that's currently available. They have like screenshots, or they have not screenshots. They have, what the fuck is the word I'm thinking of? Oh, they have portraits of several others, but this is the only one that I think is written so far. And depending on how long this goes, whether or not we succeed right away, we might be switching over to Hooked on You, which is another slasher dating sim, but this time Dead by Daylight themed, which is exciting. Yes. You think so? I know so. There isn't a single kid here that doesn't recognize the work you put into making their summer an amazing experience. Even the counselors. There's a sudden, abrupt movement from him that draws my attention to his hands as he signs. What he said next, admittedly, I wasn't expecting. Even you? I felt my face grow hot in an instant, and I knew by the way his gaze had grown heavier that he had more than seen it. You could tell I was grasping at straws to respond. Corvus? Yes. Ah! He's blushing again! Oh my god! Yes, even me. Especially me, I signed back. Though there's an initial long, drawn-out silence, neither of us seems to mind. Instead, we take in the moment with our own small smiles, keeping the admission safe to our chests. I clear my throat, slapping at my cheeks before beginning work on the bonfire. Dragging the firewood is a bit of a chore, but Jason is quick to help where it's needed. It feels like now, anytime I express the need for help, he's right there, making sure your needs are met. It's a wonderful feeling, one that gives me even more butterflies. I remember the oil canister being by the shed, as Jason had mentioned, and I moved to gather it up. I fell into a squat, huffing as I drew the oil to my chest. Before I could spin around fully, I heard it again. That same rustling I had heard coming up the trail to meet Jason. I felt my skin crawl, yelping helplessly before peering around to the tree where the noise had come from. I know that there's traps on the outskirts of the camp. Surely a bobcat wouldn't have gotten so far in? The rustling would come and go, and bravely, for whatever reason, absolutely dumb reason, I felt the need to advance closer. I mean, this is how people in those horror movies died, right? I should know better. Still, I wanted to make sure that nothing would jeopardize the campsite. It would have destroyed Jason if it had. A few moments of searching yielded nothing. As I turned to head back, I heard it again. An awful, low, garbled noise that sent me flying out of the thicket, taking off what the oil canister held to my chest like it was my only saving grace. When I skid over to the bonfire, it drew the head counselor's attention. Marcus, are you okay? You're pale. Paler than usual. I curled over, wheezing, letting the canister drop to the floor in a heavy thud. My hands planted firmly over top my knees, and I finally find the brain power to sign competently. I think there might be a bear! I didn't stop to look, I got too scared. Instinct kicks in for the lumbering man, veins popping over broad knuckles as he moves across the campsite quickly, dipping into the shed before coming out with machete in hand. Oh! Y'all, I'm too gay for this. Ooh, okay. We wasted no time walking in the direction I had come from, all but disappearing from my line of sight. Jason. Worry blooms in my chest and my throat tightens quickly. If it was a bear, was Jason even a match for it? What kind of fucking question is that? After what felt like an eternity, I find myself shifting in place. I didn't want to wait anymore. I started to dart in that direction. But before I could get too far, I felt powerful hands grabbing my biceps in a sudden grip. I shriek, but Jason at this point is used to my jumpiness. This comes as no surprise to him by now. Dude! Same. Listen, I was very excited, but that does not mean that I was fucking prepared. I'm very fucking excited though. Also, this is written, it feels like it's literally written about me. I am extremely jumpy, as Talking Skull could tell you. It's funny because in any like real threat of danger situation, I either go like full focus mode or my immediate fear response is violence and I will like punch a thing. But just like regular like people startling me, it happens constantly. Jason! Oh my god. I'm starting to think we have a pattern here, running into each other. I feel a familiar warmth run across my face, but I steady myself by breathing slowly instead. Hands on my arms make me feel safe, and calm comes easily because of it. I run a hand across my face nervously and nod with a crooked smile. I couldn't find any tracks, or bear, so it must have been a trick in your mind. Did you eat today? As if on comedic, horrible cue, my stomach growls softly between the spaces of silence. Right. We'll wrap up things here and get some food in. That's alright? I don't know how you put up with me. There's a moment where his hands tense on me, his grip almost tightening and reassuring. As I look up to meet his eyes, crystal blue with soft, I feel my heart skip a beat. Feels like I've done absolutely nothing but get myself in a mess after mess after I stepped out of my cabin this morning. But he had taken all of my fumbling in stride. Even now, he looks at me like I couldn't possibly do anything wrong. And most definitely with newfound form. That's what superheroes do, right? They have to take care of you. Let's wrap things up, okay? I don't feel embarrassed in the way that I smile or find comfort in his words. With a nod of my head, I take to pouring the oil into the bonfire, carefully lighting it ablaze with a lighter. I look to the sky, admiring the hues of pinks and blues that came with the sunset. Stole a glance over at the head counselor as I finished up my snack. 'Cause he's not a snack, he's a whole damn meal. Anyway. He is a feast for the eyes and hopefully for other things. Looks like everything's done, yay! By the time the sun had set, all the kids had taken to their tents, sleeping bags in hand, got to running around, enjoying the activities of the night. I ducked back into the cafeteria to get the menu for the evening, something every child and even adults like myself would look forward to. Fried chicken drumsticks, 3 cheese mac and cheese, and a side of veggie fries. This fucking game is making me hungry as well as thirsty, if you know what I mean, and it's very fucking rude. For dessert, Jason had opted to vote for apple slices, but there was no moving me when it came to s'mores. It took some doing, but the night had gone so well, it's like he was willing to go along with whatever I recommended. I shouldn't let this go to my head, but I don't know. I think I liked him a lot more than I realized. I pause in my walking, exhaling softly and smiling to myself, clutching the trays before looking out where Jason had been. A few of the children gathered around him, watching with anticipation as he showed them the proper ways to sharpen a stick for them to roast their marshmallows on. Even with full bellies, the moment dessert was mentioned, they were ready for more. It was adorable, seeing him mesh so effortlessly with the kids, especially given his age and sometimes brash temper. Oh, they're so fucking cute! I'm gonna fucking cry. Welcome, Guzma! Hi, we're dating Jason Voorhees. We are playing a slasher dating sim, which has been a soft release on itch.io. I will be posting the link to Twitter later. Jason is the only character that's fully been released for the dating sim. So if we succeed this with decently enough time left in stream, we will be switching over to Hooked on You, the Dead by Daylight dating simulator. But I am not fucking prepared. It's very cute and extremely gay. I mean, I'm extremely gay. I mean, daddy. I'm sorry, daddy. Oh boy. Anyway, very cute though. Look at all the campers. They're little babies. Drum roll. No drum roll, guys? I might have to eat all of these on my own. Marshmallows. Gimme, gimme. Can I have 2? 3? Please, Corvus. I laughed a bit, feeling small hands tugging at my cargo and pulling me off balance a bit. Only one of them has a defined nose, this kid. But that's okay, because that means they're putting their more detailed art on Jason, which I'm okay with. Once I gathered a crowd, I found my gaze traveling upward and locking eyes with the head counselor who he was giving me such a look, so new and intense. I thought my heart would fly out of my throat. I swallowed, a tug of hands pulling me back to reality. I'll tell you what, the one who sits the most still and doesn't blink gets 3 marshmallows right off the bat. Ready? It took little effort to corral them all, but once the marshmallows went onto the sticks, the kids all had their chocolate graham crackers set up, and I finally found time to sit down. An explosive, tired little raspberry blew past my lips as I had my 5 marshmallows lined up, ready for building when a shadow loomed overhead of me. My gaze looked upward, smirking as the head counselor took a seat beside me. Eyeing my stick and its contents, I could sense the judgment. I built the first, placed the stick between my thighs, and popped it into my mouth as to sign to him. What? Is 5 excessive? Never! It's hardly enough. Can't go camping without s'mores. It's practically illegal, you know. Jason rolled his eyes, building his own s'more and sliding it beneath his mask, patting the crumbs off his shirt. I didn't notice the way that his eyes lingered on my marshmallow collective, only on the day's happenings, and the kids conversing around the bonfire. He moved closer, scooping up the melting marshmallow and brushing his hand on top of his... Sorry, I read my knee and thigh, and I almost died. On top of his knee and thigh. Oh boy. I choked up the s'more, pounding at my chest before swiveling my head to look at him, locking in another intense look once again. But this time, he seemed perfectly aware of the effect his eyes had. How dare you! You can't wanna destroy people. You can't kill me for being horny. You are feeding into this, sir. You can't tell because I don't have hand tracking, but I am shaking my fist at the camera. Oh boy. Could have burned you, you know. Here. I look at the paper plate he'd offered me, but I was quick to return back to those crystal blue eyes of his. I chewed slower, blinking, before looking away shyly with a chuckle. Once I was rid of the dessert in my mouth, I transferred the marshmallow onto the plate, signing with my free hand. Thank you. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed these. Maybe the last time I was a camp myself, actually. This is my first time, actually. What? There's no way! If you grew up here, you had to have had the chance once or twice. You're just not like them? There's a moment of silence the two of us share, and I feel my stomach knot because of it. He looks drawn to the bonfire, unmoved when a few of the kids take running up the trail. My brows knit together with concern. Jason? I wasn't exactly popular with other kids. I was bullied often. It's easier to be by myself than around others. Sometimes around the other counselors, I still feel this way. Stupid, considering I'm a grown man now. Well, I apologize. You didn't ask for a sob story. The baby! The baby man! The precious baby man! Point out to me who bullied you, I will go full serial killer on their ass. In an instant, I felt my heart sink like a ship. As I watch him now, with nonchalance in his minutes, I feel an urge rise up inside of me. I could chase it, I tell myself, or I could let him be. He doesn't need to be smothered. I didn't want him to feel like I was hitting him, but what if? This is so, Jason is not deaf. He is not deaf, but he doesn't feel comfortable speaking much. He may actually be unable to speak, I forget. But he uses ASL, which I love, and so do I in this game, which is fucking great. In real life, my ASL is, the breadth of my ASL knowledge is pretty much exclusively the alphabet, and then like a few really simple signs. I'm gonna hold his fucking hand. Takes a moment or two, but I follow my instinct with the foot, linking my pinky finger first is settled against the top of the log. It's a simple gesture, but one that doesn't provoke a strong response that aside from a jarring flinch stiffened my hand on it. In fact, the attention turns entirely on me. I feel my hurt for him hit all the stronger. How can someone be so cruel to someone so mean? He didn't be cruel. He didn't deserve to be treated like that. I'm really sorry, Jason. I hope you never have to feel that way again. If you do, talk to me, alright? Though he cannot process the way he felt at words in a way I knew off the bat, I could tell by the way he looked. He felt comfortable. His finger felt in my skin, pressing against the string I kept since my childhood and refused to take off. Investigating the texture before finally settling on the fingers of mine entirely. Thank you. I hope I didn't make you feel uncomfortable. I don't want you to feel like you have to be so kind to him. I'm kind to you because I want to be, Billy. I would have thought you knew as much based off the day alone, but I really enjoyed spending my time with you. If I could, I think I'd spend all of it with you given the chance. Another long pause inside. Disbelief had inside it. I didn't think today was special, other than it being a date maybe, but those are normal with people you enjoy, isn't it? He said it was what? I feel myself get lightheaded almost immediately, stammering aloud before smiling wildly, the way one does when they're absolutely nervous as hell. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did anyways. Of course! Of course I did! Jason nodded, slipping his hand free of my own and planting both of them on top of his knees. There was a look of relief in his eyes, for playing off the nerves of admitting his scheme of isolating me on a date. He doesn't mind that the silence is a bit awkward, just basking in the moment, all the same of our shared enjoyment. I'm glad for this. I don't think I would have wanted to spend it with anyone else. My hands rolled onto the palms quietly as night had gone on, but my eyes never once left Jason's form. Ooh boy, I watched as he took to getting the kids tucked in, assuring them that whatever shadows they had seen on the trails were their imagination before sending them off to bed, and picking up the toys and scattered marshmallow covered sticks to deposit in the chipper. So it was an actual date. He called it a date. Instinct had my hand slapping at my face, groaning when the familiarity of heat raced across my face. I drew my knees to my chest, puffing tiredly as the entire day's activities were picked apart one by one, all circling back to him. Something inside of me felt almost upset at this date, considering how deep in I was becoming. Surely a date would end in a kiss, wouldn't it? The mere thought set my head spinning. I found myself ashamed. Jason wasn't someone that just ran ahead, kissing and sleeping with whoever he wanted. Those were stupid, insensitive dipshits, like Kevin. Ugh, why is this so? Wah! A monster! A monster! Sorry if that was too loud, guys. The shriek almost sent me flying out of my skin, standing upright so fast I nearly felt all my weight topple over to one side of the log. I found stability, funnily enough, in the child who tossed themselves into my arms. Tears and snot soaked the pant legs of my khakis. Before I could get a word out, the child ripped in fear at my shirt, pulling me down in a frenzy. Corvus, come quick! I saw it! It's by the lake, it almost ate my face off! You gotta slow down, okay? Take a deep breath for me, alright? It took watching me to do it, but as I fell into a crouch and calmly held the child in place, breathing in deep for him to follow, he nodded in a pout and tried to stabilize his breathing. He did the process for a moment, and finally, after a couple of minutes, he was able to speak coherently past his hiccuping and nerves. Don and Mabel dared me to throw a rock at it in the woods. I didn't think there was a monster, but I heard it, and it even took all of our sleeping bags. Why aren't your sleeping bags in your tent, Marcus? We wanted to wake up to the flying fish, so we were gonna sleep by the river. I nodded at the young boy. It might not have flown with Jason had he told him, but I can understand if any. I rose to my feet, scooped the young boy into my arms carefully, looking into the woods with a big, heavy sigh. Jason was still gathering up the other children at the entrance of the campsite, so I'd have to handle this on my own for now. Determination took over, and with a firm nod, I looked up to the boy, sniffling and rubbing his snot across his pajamas. All right, Marcus, you're gonna have to be brave for me, buddy. You can tell me exactly where you and the girls saw the big monster. You have to get your sleeping bags back, okay? But what if... Hey, I won't let anything happen to you, okay? Get scared. You run fast as you can. I'll keep the monster distracted. I'm a counselor, so you know what that means. The boy shook his head, wearing his puppy dog eyes proudly. I smiled at him, wiping his tears with a curl of my finger to his cheek. I'm practically a superhero. Like Mr. Voorhees? Just like him. But he's a lot cooler. He has more muscles than you. I felt myself deflate with a raspberry, pursing my lips indignantly. Kids really were cruel little assholes when they wanted to be, I thought to myself. But I smiled regardless, shaking my head a bit at the small boy. Maybe, but I'm a lot faster. So you with me, Marcus? The young boy gave a nod, and I returned it with one of my own. With the child in my arms, we both began to head down the path, looking side by side through the tenebrous dark. Pines forming a sea of trees, felt as if they'd gone on for miles and miles. I felt a shudder run down my spine at the idea of actually finding something lurking around in the woods, especially after all the stuff I'd heard today, too. Jason said he never found anything, but I found myself in disbelief even then. There was too much noise, too much rustling and displacement in the woods for there to have been nothing. We had been on the trail for some time, and after 15 minutes, give or take, we heard it then, at the same time. The sound of something heavily breathing, snapping branches underfoot with the weight of its steps. On a knee jerk, I slapped a hand over the mouth of the young boy who was ready to scream, and threw us both behind the safety of a tree, sliding against it and falling in a crouch. I felt my throat lock up, sweating despite the cool of late evening. I felt my heart hammering away in my chest. Okay, when I say run, you need to run, okay, Marcus? Don't look back or stop. The boy nodded frantically, tears pricking his eyes at the sound of the heavy footsteps coming closer and closer. The more I listened to it, the more I realized I recognized what the creature was. There wasn't a camper alive who didn't recognize the heavy growling of a grizzly, and while they had every right to be in the forest, it didn't make the fear of being attacked any better. They were still territorial, and they were camping in their backyard after all. My hand pats the ground, feeling for anything that could be used as a distraction. Finally, I found purchase against a heavy rock, swallowing the lump in my throat before peering around the trunk of the tree we had both hidden behind. The sight of the lumbering, massive shadow, I was quick to pitch the rock in the opposite direction of Kim, watching as the animal flinched and let out a ferocious roar into the night air. color left my face. My body, if I had a mirror properly to see it, I imagine, but fortunately it took off running in the direction of the noise, and it gave me enough time to push the young boy in the direction of the campsite. Go! Marcus wasted no time, nodding and whimpering as he ducked in and out of the tree line, disappearing into the night towards the safety of the camp. My legs felt like jello, and I rolled my head back, exhaling shakily as I opened my eyes and took in the shifting expanse of leaves that the tree canopy provided. Okay, Corvus, we got 2 choices here. Should be gone now, and I know I saw those sleeping bags across the way. If I can see what the tracks look like, I can definitely confirm if it's a bear or not. I stepped carefully away around the tree, standing still for what felt like an eternity before the forest fell back to the eerie quiet, faint hum of cicadas I had become so familiar with. The animal had gotten a lot farther than I had anticipated too, but judging by my own careful, quiet steps, it likely thought I had gone. Good, I thought. I began to crouch forward a bit, quickly moving across the other side of the trail and tucking myself behind another tree trunk. A few more moments of absolute stillness, and then I started to creep towards the sleeping bag. I don't know what these kids were thinking trying to sleep out here on their own, even without a massive scary thing running around. Eesh. There was plenty of destruction to be seen, that much was certain. Claw marks and evidence on gnawing any surface worth its salt, and what was left of the sleeping bags was scattered across the forest floor. I scooped the remains of what looked like Marcus's stuffed dragon into my hands and frowned, letting out a sad sigh. Poor guy didn't survive rows of teeth. Not surprised. I think Fern knows how to sew, though. I'll have to get this fixed up for him. If I hadn't been so on edge, I might not have noticed the sound of movement off in the distance. I snapped my head in its direction, staring hard until the sounds of footsteps crept closer and closer, feeling my fight or flight kick in. My eyes darted around, settling on a heavily sticker-bombed hydro flask left by one of the kids, pulling it into my grasp before starting to shuffle back into the bush, shrinking myself the best I could. I watched, ignoring the sting of sharp thorns prickling my thighs and forearms, and waited for what was lurking in the shadows to come. Saw someone kill somebody with one of these things in a horror movie once, and I'm not going out without a fight. Whatever pep talk I felt the need to give myself, had this been a horror movie, surely it would have spelled my very certain doom. While I was hyping myself up to jump out behind what was coming, it had more than found its way behind me, breaking a few branches as it passed the threshold of the tree line and entered the area I had been hiding in. I remember springing forward, upward, spitting on my heel and swinging openly with the hydro flask out before starting to plummet backwards onto my ass. With a heavy thud, I hissed and blindly, eyes closed, led a poor attempt at a battle cry. I taste like crap! Back the hell up! My arm grew heavier and heavier, swinging at the air, waiting for it to connect. Wait, why weren't any of my swings connecting? I cracked my eyes open, blinking away, shocked, when above me didn't stand a 9-foot bear, but an almost 7-foot man, none other than Jason? How did you find me? The head counselor looked down at me, grabbing my wrist gently and pulling me to my feet, before looking out at the dirt trail behind us. It took me squinting to see what he had followed with my footprints. I planted my hand against my face in embarrassment, but all he did was chuckle lowly, pulling debris free from my harried clothes. At least if it was a bunch of concerned, crying kids, I might have felt a little more important. I extended out the small stuffed animal, brushing Jason's knuckles as I left it in his hand. I peered out, looking to see if the animal had crept up on the two of us while he spoke. But I let out a soft sigh of relief to see only the same brush and dark forest I had seen earlier. Did Jason? He held the hug for a little while longer, allowing me to snake my arms around his form too in a comforting squeeze. I smiled to myself, pulling away, watching his hand wrap. When Marcus got back, I thought the words, "I was worried about you." I smiled more, and while it might have confused him, I couldn't help it. He was worried about me? My heart skipped a beat. I wanted to make sure the kids would be safe. Oh, yay! Head pads! Thank you for the head pads, Silos. I don't have the animation ready yet. But it's there, and I see it and know that I feel it in my heart of hearts. I'm not sure if it means that, but at least I have the peace of mind knowing that those three aren't some animal's late night snack. Speaking of, they could really use another s'more. You? Counselor rolled his eyes, placing a hand in the small of my back and guiding us out onto the trail where we'd head back to camp. It was better to make sure the kids didn't spread any wild rumors based off a mountain lion or a harmless bear cub. Oh, well, more for me then. Aww. Okay, so it's not done yet, but that was really, really cute. That was cute. That's so cute. Alright. We'll save. Okay, guys. Let me put on the intermission screen. And then we'll switch to Hooked on You. But that was so freaking cute! Whoa. And I didn't die! Despite being very clearly horny on main. That was adorable. Okay, intermission. Alright. We've been live for an hour and a half. If you guys want, we can go ahead and hello? 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 Yeah, there I am. Oh, that was the wrong one. Nope. Still wrong. God damn it. There we go. There we go. I'm sorry. I was trying to be accurate. But I can turn down my volume if you guys want. Because there's probably going to be more squealing in the next one. Okay. I am going to set up the next game. If you guys want, I'm going to run an ad break. Go ahead and grab some food, grab a drink, take a pee, whatever you need. I don't have... Oh, okay. Well, I turned myself down a little bit anyways, so hopefully that helps. Not too much, but a little. Okay. Let's get some bump and jams. Oh no, I closed my jams! What a fool I was. Alright. The electro is turned down pretty far. So it should be okay for your little baby ears. Okay. Running an ad break for 1 minute. Go ahead, pee, grab some water, grab your meds, grab a snack, whatever you need to do. And I'm gonna set up the next game. Was that... No, not the jams. The jams are too quiet now? I could turn them up. Here. Let me know if that's better. if the ad break is over, which I don't honestly know whether or not it is. It is! Yay! Okay. Yay. I got head pass. We love head pass. Oh my god. Guys, I didn't know it was beach themed! I'm so freaking excited! Here we go! We them boys! Here, let me turn myself down a little bit more. I'm really nervous that I'm gonna blast Sawtooth's ears right out of his head. Normally I do a lot of cozy streaming for you guys here, like, hey guys, hang out. But I'm fucking feral when it comes to dating killers, I guess. So, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. Alright, I don't know whether or not Hooked on You has music, but I am gonna turn this down a little bit. Okay. Back at it again, boyo! Waifus! Waifus and husbandos! But, like, look at that muscular thigh. Like, that woman, she looked like she could break a head and or watermelon with her thighs. And look at this spooky lady! I will straight up tell you guys, I have not actually played Dead by Daylight. I know. Richard keeps wanting me to play, and I keep not doing it. But you know, maybe Richard, I don't know. I don't know if you're still in here. I know you're lurking because you're doing things for your naminals, but if you are, Richard, maybe sometime we do a collab stream where we play Dead by Daylight together. That'd be fun. Okay. I muted it. I'm gonna unmute. I'm excited. Right? Dude. I feel like that about so many of these character designs. Which probably means we're gonna die. Corvus. That's my name. Welcome to your dream vacation. Heyo. I freaking love the, like, coconut tiki drink, but in a skull. I'd fuck with that. Dude, that's another game that the last time I played it, it wasn't available for full release, and the last time I played it, you couldn't, like, win. But but potentially another sexy Saturday if we wanted to do more what do you call it? More like spooky, sexy days. Uh, we could play Yandere Simulator, which is a game where you play as a yandere, and you could do murders, and you have to cover your murders up. It's a whole thing. Anyway, you wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What? Milo? Sorry, my cat. I think my cat's being rambunctious, but I can't tell where he is. I just heard a big knock. Okay. Yes, you did hear murder. Yandere Simulator is a game where you play a yandere. I think only known as Yandere-chan. And you try to romance senpai and also kill or blackmail or bully anybody else who might be vying for his affections. And there's all kinds of stuff you could do. You can even drown teachers because obviously they'll report you. Like, there's an option to drown teachers in toilets. I don't know. It's pretty fun and spooky. I think it's still free for download, but I don't know. I haven't played it in a while, so I don't know what updates there are. Like I said last time I played, couldn't get past the first week. Okay. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach because you probably swallowed a fuckload of seawater. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Corvus, may I continue? Please, go on. Okay then, as I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. Ah, fuck! I fucked it up. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh, gross! A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. Blah, blah, blah. Completely blank. What will you do? I'm not gonna dig up that face, you crazy? I'm gonna... Sure, I'll run. You run away. You turn away from this wretched sight and begin to run. But the beach is endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. I don't know, and frankly, I don't want to know the answer to that question, Sawtooth. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you. Your footsteps erased by soft blue waves. You turn inland, considering your lack of options. You got no choice but to walk to the brush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about that shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your steps. Why are you trying to run away? This is paradise. You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a bit of fun. Take charge of your own experience. Well, that was sure weird, that voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. A bloody volleyball! Is it real fun? When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting on the sand next to you. What is this, dead or alive beach volleyball? You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? Turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Waifu number one. Oh, husbando. Oh, waifu number two. Hi. Husbando. Ooh, titty window husbando. It's like a shiny. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out, penetrating you. Via your eye. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at you, casually dressed. Let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush to your mind at once that you're completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do? Toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. Warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hand. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. Oh my god, kill me. Please. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Hi. We should be so lucky with any of these. Try hard much? Blech. You're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're tranced. You snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across this beach at strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion on their private beach. You be frightened, worried, excited? I did prefer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way. Nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in their direction. Don't be scared, Corbett. You were made for this. Well, geez. Spooky Ocean Voice says not to be scared. I'm sure it's all gonna be fine. No good reason not to. We decide to head over and see what next. What next? What happens next? Sorry, there were hotties in my brain. Went. It seems like you derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with with what the trapper says when he says it. That's a follows the eye old pretty much anyone who seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract my total domination? That was Raid. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care what this slack-jawed moron is, why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, Corvus, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has a question for you. Ah, fuck! This is a timed quiz. It will be important later. Shit! Okay! Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Very. I'm very attractive. So you think very attractive is compared to this? Trapper flexes that his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. If you you could have any superpower, what would it be? Flight! Flight for sure. Technically, I suppose I could fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject at school? History. Nice. It's important to know what came before, so we're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. What's your favorite animal? Cat. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think because I'm the typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What's your favorite color? Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. What's your dream job? Not working at all, baby. It takes courage to break free from society's expectations and climb the ladder. Or she can spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Best flavor of ice cream? Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain! Same. Yeah, same here. Mine is vanilla. Swirl pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. Big agree, narrator. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right! Anyways, it's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. Teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Mint chip! So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. Ow, my knee. That was real life. I was just preparing to be on my knees a lot, don't worry about it. I'm Trapper. Pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. You know what a loser is. Say hello to me. I am Ray. I'm nothing like anyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? These are my personal observations. Life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island. Along with lots of love. Yeah, there is. If you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. Okay, that's not nice. He's not nice. I keep fucking up Huntress's voice. I'm trying really hard, you guys. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it! Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. It's the first time ever I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, I know this crew, and I do. They'll want to show up. to show off soon enough. We're not playing. Let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say then we go to my yacht. It's a massive dock nearby. He's become such a Chad and like, whatever, man. I'll give everyone a true taste of luxury and power. Rain rolled his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. Oh, it's flaunted needlessly and cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calm, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? This is a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired. Besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? I don't remember what, I wanna go, I wanna date Wraith. I wanna date Wraith, I don't remember what we said. This is volleyball, so this is for Huntress. The yacht is somewhere, I think this is the yacht. You down for a dip in the pool? Oh, the pool? You actually wanna go to the pool? Oh, well, I mean, sure, why not? Oh! Daddy! Daddy! We should all kill the trapper. Eat the rich. Eat the rude. You know. Have good ideas. Wrong with my ideas. Pool is great. Everyone knows that. All over the world, people agree on one thing. Pools are great. Look, we got a whole ocean right here, and they still put in a pool. Part does. You know, great. No special for you. And you thought it was bad when you stayed quiet. Oh my god! What the fuck? Hold on. For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. The place we call Murderer's Island. Cute, dramatic, music, flourish. Ba ba ba. None of the others survived. The interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as surviving the capital S. These two have worked here for a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that's starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing! However, in the future we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options, whenever possible. And don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this Right! Yes! Haha! Pardon me! Please, follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes. Something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and White, they just mentioned something about wanting to escape. Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. Seems like Dwight was asking for help to get on the island, though. Oh, right, yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here, it has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. Would I agree with them? Not like that other island. So what'll it be? Hey, bro, I said the pool. Bro, is this not the pool? Yay! Wraith moves ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be considered jaunty. If a creature is so lanky they appear to be made entirely of elbows and ankles could jaunt. Well, shut the fuck up. This man is a fucking snack and a half. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? What can I say? Being enveloped by the water is comforting. It's quiet, it's ominous, and, you know. Wraith looks back over each shoulder to make sure no one behind you is within earshot. Fire, yeah, enemy. Super normal stuff there as usual. Oh, great! It's Claudette and Dwight. What are these two on? Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over our most popular pool accessories. Oh, which of these is particularly interesting to you? Well, noodles, inflatable lounger, basketball hoop, goggles, and sword. Snorkel. Using goggles and a snorkel helps me escape from it all and completely immerse myself in the wet embrace of the water, gazing at the bottom, wishing I could be there forever. Yikes! Wishing you picked that lounger? Well, too late! You dive in and take a plunge! The world melts away as you join Wraith underwater, in the wet embrace of whatever it was he said. He brushes up against you and you realize he hasn't taken off his shirt. Should you do it for him? Hands off, bro. Not the time to get handsy. You decide against it, or just mad at the man. Yeah, he probably has his reasons. For a waking nightmare, you could almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit. Forget about how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you. Your body tranquilized with soft light from overhead, coupled with a cool breeze rolling in from the sea. In reality, I would need to have a spirit-sized hat to be here. I appreciate the sun for making the planet warm and allowing life and plants and all that, but it doesn't agree with me. There's a reason. You get it, vampire stuff. And you're not alone. I feel recharged by the warmth of the ocean's caress. It was a little too warm. That might have been my fault. Also, this is a pool, not the ocean. Okay, everyone, just let him finish. Thanks, Corwin. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but would anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo? Yes, I love games! I'll go first. Someone blindfold me. What a fucking idiot! Of course, Trevor has a blindfold ready to go. We're gonna fucking die, y'all. It's as if he had it in his hands before you even spoke. Ow, 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 ow. Sorry. I needed to readjust. My body is regretting things. Ugh. Did he just wink? And did you bite your lip? Good thing you're getting rain then, because it sure seemed like you were about to act up. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target, you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Ready. God, I'm fucking scared. Away we go! It's time to feel around. Go get him, Tiger. Oh, Jesus. No! Fuck! You missed completely! Not bad. Jesus, that's fast. Fuck! Oh, yeah! Perfect! Fuck, it's still going? No! Fuck, that is the exact opposite. That's pretty good for this. No, it wasn't a lie. Just ignore him. You've been thrown into a very weird situation. dedication, and you held your own. I respect that. That was a good game. So we celebrate. By throwing this waiter, whose name I forgot, into the pool. That was fun. Hilarious! Bullying truly is the gift that keeps on giving. You grabbed Dwight's legs and helped Trapper give him the heave-ho. You know what? Sorry, I can't pretend to support you on this one. Only Trapper is this sadistic. I know it's all in good fun or whatever, but not on my murderer's island. Yeah, that's right. This place really is called Murderer's Island. But that doesn't mean you're cool with bullying. You're on thin ice here, friend. Come on, man. It's like a fun thing. Put people in the water. You know, it's nice, it's refreshing. So I get his phone on him. Unless he did, then I don't do that. I'm no expert. Even though as an omnipotent narrator, I probably should be. But I think that means it's time for the next activity. Yay! We can do this. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? You know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting in the top. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. Are you expecting some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on Cape. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. Oh, great, terrific. Seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Rafe or Trickster. Yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expectedster. Why were you not in the lineup? Hi. Hey. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds or killers, of killers, and my whole stick. Hey there! You're looking real good, Corbin. Real good. And we literally can't let Hunter and Trapper get there. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table at the same time. Look at this! We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It's completely intentional. Let them be a lesson to you. Every error you make, you see a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Hunters and Trappers sit at the end with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner! Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both down the pace for 12 hours over a spin. We hope you all enjoy! We really hope you do! Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat! Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't approach. My favorite! Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you know, considering what you've been up to. We're eating and judging now. Just sharing facts. You need to murder someone. Something to eat is meat, so that's like technically. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat! Hey Corvus, you think I'm not thinking? There's gotta be a person on that spit, right? There's several parts of overlapping people. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-downs, you know what I mean? When you look directly at the spit, you spot what definitely appear to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between layers of meat. Like, it might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change. Cause I am, with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, resist twain. I swear, it's like for all from completely different historical eras. Secondly, I'll handle it. Quickly, fast, powerful, clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging content. Enough! Grow up! Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. The hell it is! Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you like. Please stop. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even look at each other in the eye. IQ. I have the skull of Arizov, Azarov. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can flub it to his second death. Hey, Corvus, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise, this is gonna go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. Hydrate! Good call, buddy! Everybody do a sippy sip. Hydration is important, especially when you've made yourself a cocktail that's a little too strong. Well, boy, it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tool. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, well, why don't you let me just carve up dinner? Splendid idea! We'd hate for it to get cold. We hate it when it's so cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames, blah blah blah. Minigame, you got it, baby girl. Ready to play. Away we go. Slice. Not bad. Perfect. Fuck! Fuck! So close! Fuck! God damn it! It's okay. At least you tried. A little. Sometimes trying a little takes a lot of effort. The hell was that? You ruined dinner! Your swinging was so poorly aimed, you hacked it to pieces. Bad kind of pieces, too. I hope you're drunk. First of all, how dare you at me, Huntress? Dinner is finally served. For real! The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. The only one who seems to be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're trying to be mysterious here. Think mystery. Claudette and White are the only ones who've been working their asses off to keep their nice purpose. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, very hungry. The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Schematic progress. Number 2 is no. Number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed that I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating around like a specter. How the teeth is cut in my abdomen. I think my digestive tract can vaccinate her. Between the food and the behavior of this group, this might be the worst meal in history. And even worse, they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation. Why? What do you tell them? Look at the seagull. I'm sorry, this is gross. I'm sorry. Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious about how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew food in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross. But try to relax, not worry about what everyone thinks. so important to remember people are watching you, judging you. Definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys? Is anyone listening to me? Typically a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend. That's right. Narrator to the narrator. Oh, shit. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you through. I might be the only one who can help now. There's only one thing to do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really no one knows how. Not if you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you at least pick one of them. There are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over, now we need to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? This place holds many secrets, even from the south. But the one that truly matters can only be learned to answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Dang! Mysterious. Gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Hell yes! Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. You weren't grossed out, were you? Even when you eat, you know you look like a beautiful angel. You were just pretending to be ugly. So lonely being perfect. All we have in this life, and we need concerns about another living thing. Something to remind us we're alive. Could you possibly be as shy and nervous as someone like this? Swear it. I do have really bad anxiety, legit. Wraith nods the nod of someone who's just realized the Corvus is a liar. Fuck you! He's disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. And you know deep down, you're disappointed in you also. More so than usual. Fuck you, narrator. You don't know me. Oh boy. Looks like he's about to monologue. Now you've done it. How do I say this? Just honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about the word burned makes Wraith look away, far eyes brimming with tears, and yet at the same time dead. I understand. Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. There's something very important to tell you. About something very special. It's not something I tell everyone. You know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Ah, great! I bet he's got crabs. It's about my special bell. What? Ta-da! It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother did. If I was ever in danger, I was keeping it out. It didn't really work, but it's all I have in my hand. Oh, Wraith, thank you for telling me. Here, hold it. Whoa! Wraith just gave you his bell? Sound the alarm! What are you gonna do with this thing? Hold the bell, Della. You caress the bell, running your fingers over its rusty. Is that dried blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you. Sharing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Wraith is looking out wistfully at the ocean. The ocean's beautiful. It's not real. None of this is. Wraith looks at you more intensely than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, footboards in hand that they're waving above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary. Attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for clerk points was not a part of this evening's activity. That's strictly slotted for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Like sick, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but not scheduled for what comes after. Go, 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 go! Once everyone's gathered at the fire pit, White and Claudette quickly make an announcement. Not gonna blame anyone in particular, but someone, and I won't say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to schedule. That means we're behind time for evening activity. We'll only have time. Oh, fuck, that was Claudette. I will only have time for one person to share this special peanut time story. What story? Story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no fuss. Boyd's trembling. You're right. This is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. There before, even though I'm taking pressure off me. Absolute truth come true. Really fair to pick on the newbie. Seriously, has anything ever happened on the schedule here? Even once? Damn it, Donald! If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick that I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Bust her back on. You two know how I love that. You two know how Oh, fuck. Trapper's voice is really hard for me to do. Hold on. I need more water. You two know how I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. That's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Clovis, who do you think should go? Oh, damn it, that's a name! Somebody, please. Pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Spirit seems nice. I choose you, Spirit! Whoa, whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Really? You wanna hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's pretty great with those stories. I don't know where she gets it. She comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me, and I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hand. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess we'll sit down and... Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know what's worth fighting, and what's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You've noticed that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seemed in the sky like blood on an old wound. Detective Hota, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she'd ever seen before. Sorry, guys. My rig is being an absolute dick. Let me check. Well, at least my volume's still working. I'm gonna turn on a light, see if that helps. I'll be right back. Okay, we're here. Back to the game. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were moving everywhere, curious on the way. How did anyone do this? But there, middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange alien appearance that laughed inside. How it got there? Built on the site. Mystery. Ponder like that. The huge bomb was very real. Someone trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look face to face to each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Help me, cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped in prison, his voice trembling. Right now, it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking upon the strange structure, up and down, inspecting it on every side. Didn't make much sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners, it seemed. Completely solid and much too heavy with my hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man as if bleeding from the sight. Strange and intense situation. Technical task comforted the man also. She used her training to calm him by time with the other investigators. However, it did not bring clarity. Anxiety. The night dragged on. Progress of the thought. And as the night grew longer, the sinking rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad, more pathetic and in need of help. A detective hotel was no help at all. Powerless to save him, he'll be away on Earth like he never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed the detective. Not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. All of us together. Looking through the heroin and passageways, detective hotel watched her own reflection. Tear-filled eyes and strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence, the hopelessness of the moment. Promise, asked the man. Promise me I'm not alone. Yes. I. Yeah. A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not any of the other hostages. She worked so hard to bring forward. And so, the man's eyes closed and backed away. Scared technical thought, so she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit of the horrible plug box. He didn't question again. Steve, flowing from his mouth as he asks, promise, promise I'm not alone. Yes, she promised. I do. Pressing the palm of the cold outside of the box, not truly knowing why, and the Cornell leaped forward, placed her own lips up the opening, letting the breath strengthen the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man. It was just a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched a soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice. Then he backed into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back! Yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Kota and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears, clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Kota flicked her flashlight slightly, and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And then, when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him, there, in the corner of the box, a pile of pieces, pulled back like part of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Kota had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of limbs, segments, and pieces, disconnected from one another, except laid top of that, and above that pile of the head, cold, pale, eyes open. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression like her lips appear to fall from her chin and soak in the sand and sea. Blown away by this story, safe to say you're not alone. Everything is looking to the fire or the sky, and you can hear it. It was you who chose her, who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sexual? Really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one's sure how to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You gotta do something. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something. Hug. Her robe, shifting in the air, begins to wrap itself around you, and you squeeze you into her. Kind of like being hugged back, but it's also like being tied up. That's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward moment and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing, and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone has just watched this truly strange interaction from the corner of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves. You're alone but fire. You'll hear the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. It's nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing stuff today, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of the island don't want to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in the ocean. I'm sorry. Nope, give me what I can. That's fine. Fine, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his trip clues, but you aren't gonna get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Because Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching I can tell. Got a fog that follows me around. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learned something new every day. Even when you're a god, I need a narrator. And yes, absolute fuck jam. Let's get it. Get it. I was totally going for rape, but I am not mad about this. Doing it again? Right now. You need to calm down. You need to come to the hot tub with me. Okay. Sitting in hot tubs with the spirit. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you should follow her and offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Please don't kill me, spirit. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if a jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure that your killer companion can handle it. I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, or any other including. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut to pieces in your life, so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also, a completely regular. And sure, his lips are blue, your lips are blue. Call this blue. Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay! So the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Through your head, wherever you are. Samurai blood rubbing my name. Or, well, maybe it's coagulated by now. Really just sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warrior. Now, here's the train. Living weapon received by you know how many swords that is? A lot. You gotta figure with that many sharp objects, the first thing that is there. The truth is, I wouldn't typically share this, so don't feel happy about it. I dreamt that story. I watched the movie in my sleep when I was just a young. Years before my father succeeded in his skin. Never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a childhood dream. Of course. That, but yeah, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it indicates someplace deep. Fool! Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're gonna get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. That got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? If I know everything, you just trust me, I do know everything. Don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. And if you believe she is the— God damn it! Got me going again. Fortunately. Right? Like, would it basically be ghost/human stew? Yes. But would I do it anyway? Also yes. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing psychotic question, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel, ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest here, but I'm no kid. However, I do love being wrapped up in the fresh towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She combed out all the tangs, tie a ribbon around it before setting me on my way. You watch a spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from the way, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. Whew! You head over to the campfire. Heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking at the crackling embers, think about Spirit's story about the prisoner and the puzzle box. Ayo, Bobby girl. Ooh, trial run. If you manage to escape this place, do you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? For example, was that nasty decayed head on the beach you? Before you could dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrived. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. Bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. I must apologize for the accommodation. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're gonna make you comfortable or you die trying. Hand over a pillow and blanket. Welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Minigames consist of 2 parts. I'm sorry, am I going to be... Is this a sleep minigame? Jesus. Alright. Let's go for it, I guess. Fuck. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you and listen to beer. Who would you like to summon by your side? Wraith! Wraith, are you around? I'm wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh. Promise? I promise. I guess my secret... Milo, what the fuck are you doing? My cat just full on dove from the top of the island, the kitchen island, to the pile of recycling. And now is sprinting around like a crazy person. Dude, are you okay? Need to go upstairs? Well, alright. Huh. If my secret to falling asleep is the sounds of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise. Drown out anything you might be hearing, keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain. That's a bit morbid. I guess you could hold on to this chess piece of mine. It's a horse. Well, it's a knight. It's a knight. They're brave, like I wish I were. The horsey is cute. Aww, Wraith is precious! Finally, you start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't a sleepy feeling? Maybe you're paralyzed. Try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It should still be as spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. I'm not saying that my feelings are hurt because you chose to swim in the pathetic little teacup when you could have swum in the vastness of an entire, me, I guess. Just saying, you've made a foolish decision and I won't forget it. My feelings aren't hurt. I just lost some respect for you, that's all. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Huntress is rifling through your pockets. Oh, you're awake! I wasn't stealing from you! Merely trying to get to know you better by seeing what sort of trinkets you keep close. Saw you with the Wraith right before bedtime. Look, I'm not saying I don't trust them, but well, yes, I am. I don't trust anyone. I don't already have tied up, so I was making sure they didn't do anything fishy. And I was making sure you're not a soldier. Soldiers killed my father, you know. Well, I've got you. Should really consider spending more time with me. I'm not scary. You're not? Not at all. I'm just a lost girl on a big island. I've been watching you since we got here, you know. Not in a creepy way. Huntress pauses for a long moment that makes me wonder whether or not it's actually creepy. Alright, in a charmingly creepy way. I've been noticing how fun-loving you seem. If you spend time with me tomorrow, maybe I can take you to the special place I found. It's all mine. None of the other killers have been able to find me there. Quiet, isolated. Maybe I'll show you how to make beef stroganoff. It all sounds very enticing. I'll let you get back to bed. It's been a long day. Shh. Huntress places a gigantic hand on your forehead, and your eyes flutter closed. Finally alone. For real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Inexplicably, my cat has finally settled down and is loafing on the edge of the kitchen island staring at me ominously. Wait a second! Where are we? This isn't... Ah, jeez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to camera. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat an all-organic diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on a huge part of something called life. There's always time to turn things around. And one time I spent day and night searching for food in vain, only to return to my cabin, spend starving, find a family of squirrels nesting in my chimney. They were delicious! If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. One false step, and well, you know, everyone called me Trapper for a reason. And they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill the Kyron guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay. Those are a choice, sure. Someone would come around and capture my heart. At least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, I'm gonna get bloody revenge on the society that used me and threw me away. And maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Oh boy. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. Not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep at the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? Not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Hello. Okay. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off, right? Oh yeah, that looks good. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is I won't be a bigger part of it. Ugh, budgeting issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. You want to ask about a reach to the other island? Now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? Don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. Oh, is almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, or torturing you. Yes. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. In case you want to give 5 out of 5, 7 out of 10, 2 thumbs up to review. Not an internal critique. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. Can we please move on? Okay, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator simply just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament. The floor does not recognize the ocean. Speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge them to truly defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of grave, I would like to say something of great importance. Alright, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal chain, and I'm not saying it is, in a place of extreme horror can receive 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, thumbs up review. If it was crafted with love, or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the art of consent. And whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing elaborate simulations, I mean vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry guys, Scully needed me, so just a minute. All right. The universe is filled with mysteries. We gotta celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment. Not be critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially when I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning! Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Oh, yes, of course. Apologies, Corvus. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yeah. If I were to summarize my time here, I'd call it a lovely time. Oh, lovely. We love to hear that. Because isn't that what this place is about? Finding love. No. Shut up, White. You'll get us all killed. Again. And again and again. Do you need to ask you one more question, though? You don't have to sign away our right to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Sure. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Corvus, will never say anything negative about my stay here on the island. Perfect! Yes. Hey, Corvus, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. Please leave that in a positive review, because as we all know, nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see White and Claudette have gone into a trance. With the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Right. Hey! Perfect timing! Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes, bacon. Ugh, so much for maintaining the speed spot. We're all half naked in tropical paradise. Get some strawberries, like a yogurt. Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers want sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking of yesterday and whirlwind of feelings. Dread, disorientation, like going through puberty again, except all in one day and on a beautiful and mysterious island. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case that he's wondering. I was. To be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday. So crap. Well, you survived today, 50-50 best. But well, that was bizarre. Back to your brother. No. Now, Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. I'm treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they're doing here, but it certainly isn't halfway. Well, Huntress pretends to be all independent. She's secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along. Oh, that must surely be it. No one else would really stand up during breakfast too, and just like that, here comes Spirit. Let's sleep well. I love the burning west and still don't know anything. Outside, so in that case, it was exactly how now, and you don't mind I'm gonna go back and quietly pretend last year was long. Guess Race has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect! There he is! Take us home, Rafe! Oh, hey! That was fun yesterday, huh? I mean, not like that was weird. But like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. Oh, I'll see you all soon. Damn! Power play. Keep wanting more. Getting good at this game might be sexy through the life experience. Shame you didn't get any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, if you did not eat, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. Ah, fuck! I fucked up. I didn't see who that was. I don't know how to go back. Shit. Were you addressing me? Well, yeah, I guess. That's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is the narrator. Okay, in so much as it is sort of still is raising lost fucking mind, seeing how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. You think it's coming from behind the bullshit? No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh, yes, that's it, yes. How's that feel? Tense. Yeah, that feels right. It's uncomfortable. Now I want you to hit that, right? Yeah, like that. Like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm trying to say something so they know you're close by it. Oh wow! Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion. Someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy that? Damn it! Oh, come on! A little privacy, please! Despite his panting, and Claudette has a crazy look in her eyes. Sorry! I didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and I can hear you, well, you know. And what? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded, fun? 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other, and desperate to make their own death content is fun! It's 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be here? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were... me and him? Twice? You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. My life is a nightmare, and somehow it's never been worse than right now. Oh, let's go, lover boy. I noted all the entry wounds and our 5 minutes up. Good luck, Corbin. You're going to need it. And hey, if you ever figure out how to escape this island, please sure to make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. Cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub by yourself. Clear your head. Yesterday was a lie. Blah blah blah. You're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of home. No drama, no bullshit. Soaking up the sun and a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan as the shadow blocks your first button. Like tips, like a palm tree, bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's pretended. Breakfast was weird, right? Everyone's just getting up and announcing everything. What's that about? Some kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever. No one should be before noon or after. Fuck you! Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later at a private stage on the other island. You know, I see. Where all the Hollywood clubs hang out. If you play your cards right, I can give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. I'm gonna give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 fucking seconds. Okay. Now that that guy's gone, we've got some problems established that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay it back, take a deep, close breath, and... nope. Another shadow. These people will not leave you. It is this time. Oh, it's great. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Sorry if this is too, forward, but, do you wanna get out of here? I know a place that's kind of, I mean, it's got, well, it's hard to explain. Actually, it's kind of weird. You know what, if you wanna go somewhere else with somebody else, I understand, but if you want something weird and interesting, let me know. You've been around Wraith long enough to realize that this rambling speech was actually him being incredibly brave and asking you out. Before you can decide whether or not you want to go off with Wraith, Trapper interjects. I'm a man that you reconsider. Actually, I strongly recommend you do. Wraith is literally half the man I am. In that, I can deadlift 4 of him wrapped together. You can't even say a sentence without getting flustered. And it's cute as hell. He's off-putting, disquieting, unnerving, bothersome. Besides, he doesn't even own a thesaurus. I am 7. Oh, let him bound. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. Well, it's good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, wretching, rising death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, silence has really got me tilted. Who will it be? Wraith again, baby! Oh! I gotta go with Wraith. Wraith? Yes. I picked you. Sorry I stopped paying attention and I thought I was hallucinating and now, really? Yeah, really. Cool. Yes! Date! Date! Oh, it's a fucking junkyard date! Fuck yes! Stuff to be kind is a massive selection of seemingly ancient ruins that simultaneously obviously appear to have been recently abandoned, and a little cleanup. Stone obelisks, strange carvings, ritual tables, that doesn't fall under. Weird. It's like a collection of things from different, I don't know, places, times, all around the law. Looking at Ray, expecting more of an explanation. There was a very long, very awkward pause. Ray looks cute. You dig your toe into the dirt, trying to be cute. Ray is too busy averting his eyes and dying inside to notice. And after what seems like an eternity, Ray finally manages an entire sentence. So, I mean, what brings you to the island? I have no idea. An honest answer. Ray lights up, the most excited he's ever seen him. Me neither! And that's all he's got for you. This guy is a hard nut to crack. Ray looks at you, so sad puppy doing fine. Don't you have something to say? Anything to talk about? He clears his throat. You remember my bell I showed you yesterday? Of course. They pulled it out. The bell, you perv! Thank you, Silo. Well, it's just really nice you picked me to hang out with, and, Wraith gives it to you! The bell! He gives you the bell! Get your mind out of the gutter, please. I want you to have it. Please take care of it. You know how much it means to me. I promise, I'll take such good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. Wraith smiles. But even when smiling, his eyes seem sad. You smile back, knowing what a gift he's given you. I mean, it's kind of shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Not to you, though. To somebody else. Still, cool gift. You both search for something to say, anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the room, spotting some kind of ritual table stained with blood and liquid from various bottles. Nearby is what looks like a dangerous potion. What was this ancient cult up to? Ooh, looking to shake up this date? Is this a date? Yikes. Anyway, looking to shake it up. You approach the potions and pick up the fanciest one. What will we do next? Break that potion! Freedom lies in being bold. Take the biggest bottle of the nastiest looking potion and you drink it down. Turns out, that was not a great idea. That's an idea. Right, me again. Got your attention. Simply remind you've got a potion. Take it back. Okay, now back. Oh, you're alive. Welcome back. Reese is tenderly caring for you, wiping your brow with a wet cloth. He's undressed you. Now, don't get carried away. He's had his eyes closed the whole time I was watching, and made a bed for you. Hey, he's taking care of me. I'm sorry I did that. I don't have to. I want to take care of the like, hair or smile at him. Deep down, you can tell he's also happy he had a chance to be there for someone in their time of need. Grace nervously smiles. He's endearingly awkward. Oh, I guess, tell me about your family. Bye. Not that I can remember. Connection life. Where we came from, leaving behind. Sad. You don't remember yours. Great frown. Looks away. Well, that got you nowhere. The sexual tension in the air. Palpable. Or maybe it's just regular tension. It's hard to tell with this guy. Look around for anything to distract him. What is this table for? The ritual table again. Beaten up with a giant hole in it. It's back at rape. Smile! Know any ritual we can do on the table? You wink! Nice touch! Grace blushes and stammers and looks away, smiling. Nice. Yeah! Narrated can narrate using emojis. Grace looks intently at the table. Oh yeah, sure. I turned down my volume a little bit earlier because, Sawtooth was struggling with me occasionally yelling. Alright, how's that? Is that better? Is that noticeably different at all? Silos? Yeah, fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Wraith looks intently at the table. What's he thinking about? Probably something deep, philosophical, intense, sad. Something about the inherent nothingness. Wanna play cornhole? Or that! Hole in the table makes a great target. Here, we can use these skulls I found laying around. Well, this is definitely a more fun date activity. It's easy. Just stand back and, you know, toss them in the hole. Don't worry if you miss. There are lots more skulls around. Toss that little skull! Pretty. Yeah! Perfect. Not bad. Fuck. Fuck! Shit! Don't worry, nobody wins everything all the time. Winning any game is actually pretty cool. I've played this hundreds of times and never got them all. I'm just glad to have someone else to play with. I feel like you're finally warming up brave, so you unleash the big guns. You wanna play Truth or Dare? He looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress? I guess so. But only if I can ask first. Deal. Truth or Dare? Fuck. Well, he likes honesty, so true. If you were a plant, what kind of plant would you be? Great question. Ooh, rhododendron. Okay, Dare. Show me something. Oh, great. I'm sorry, that was a bad dare. Too vague. It's just Truth or Dare makes me feel. Thank you for being patient with me. I need to try to be more open with people starting now. Right, clears his throat. In a way that a lazy writer would make him do if they wanted to signify something more important and different was coming up. Let's see if we're right. Do you have my bell? I want to tell you something. Well, you were right. Take a drink. This is not a drinking game. Fuck, missed an opportunity. Of course I have. Reach for it, but it's gone! I swear I had it. I don't know what could have happened. We'll need to find it. But Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. Seems like they have a very dramatic announcement. We have a very dramatic announcement! See? Told you so. But it needs to take place at the beach! You got it, bud. You arrive at the beach, but something feels off. Can't put your finger on it, but you feel uneasy. Cold? And here's why. Spirit appears as if from nowhere. Hey, Corvus. Bet you didn't expect this hot piece of sass. What? Goth girlfriends can't make silly, sexy puns from time to time? Dwight, Claudette, scram! Yeah, I use those two simpletons to dupe you. You're easy to dupe, because deep down, you want to be duped. There's no way Wraith can keep me happy. Spirit's usual disaffected nature is given way to some combination of disgusted and desperation. I know! I'm pissed. I have a feeling based on Huntress rifling through her pockets earlier that somehow she stole it? I don't know. It's kind of working. It's fake. He's not even a real goat. He only pretends he doesn't want people to care about him, but really that's all he wants. He wants it more than anything. Ugh. Can you imagine wanting something so cringe? I bet he won't even tell you his theory about this island. What a fake. He deserves to be someone real. A real ghost. Someone who really doesn't give a shit. Someone who doesn't even care if you say yes or no to me. fucking don't answer. That's a fucking dangerous. You see through her desperate last-minute attempt to win your affection. It's almost sad. You turn around and walk back to Wraith without so much as saying a word. Otherwise, she'd fucking kill you. He came back. Whatever came back. Wraith is shook. Are those tears welling up in his eyes? Can't tell, because he looks away. There's a sniffle, and he looks back at you, beaming. I want to show you something. Follow Wraith to a corner of the ruins you haven't seen. He brushes aside dead leaves and branches, revealing a hatch in the ground. Want to do the honors? Fuck yeah! You open the hatch with some effort, lower yourself into a long tunnel, grabbing onto a rusty ladder and beginning your descent. Be careful. Okay. Maybe you can catch me, big boy. You descend into the spooky, dimly lit room. It's like an ancient ritual chamber, tortured tapestry. Grave skulls and animal remains. On one end is a set of intricately carved locks and tough mechanisms on the wall. A torture area? On the other side is a table with potions looking map. Get the wow. Oh, actually, it looks map. That might be helpful. Throw one of the large rolled up pieces of canvas, revealing a detailed map of the island. It's all here. Trapper's Cave, Spirit's Lighthouse, Hunter's Cabin. All the common areas. Even IP Island up in the corner with little hearts drawn around it. I figured out the layout of the entire island. I need to know what it is I'm trying to escape. Look at the book. Whoa! From everything I've found, I think these are the ancients, ruins of an ancient cult. They seem to be devoted to some type of sentient evil. I think they used this island for maybe the person they worshipped did, and maybe they used this ritual site to travel to construct the island. I think they sacrificed people on this torture wall in order to open up some portal out of here. Look at the wall, I guess. There's no other fucking choice. Wow, what happened to people here? They keep prisoners? Looks like they were tortured, but from what I've been able to dig up, something more ritualistic, serving a larger purpose. I have reason to believe those prisoners weren't alive for long. Do you think the cult of the Black Veil is still around? Are we in danger? I don't know, maybe. But I have a plan. All we need, and right as you're about to get some of that sweet information you've been lusting after, Claudette and Dwight pop in again. This time they swear it's a good reason. I promise we don't be manipulated this time. What is? It's time for dinner, you silly gooses. Come get some food. Dwight, the last time the Pearl of Goose ate geese. Sorry, I keep forgetting. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. That's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you really are feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing! It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not gonna do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time, so just believe me, they're all here. Just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you've just met them yesterday. However, since Sandra seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, that's bullshit. Trapper is the least, well, Trapper or Trickster. It seems I'm going to be alone forever, focusing on myself, on the hobbies of my own, you know? Like stealing, kidnapping, and killing. Cooking is my passion. Tonight we will be feasting on a succulent squirrel appetizer with roasted elk as the main, served with diced mushrooms. Yummy. Mushrooms are probably poisonous. An elk, huh? For revenge for the elk that killed her mother? If I had a nickel for every revenge-obsessed killer on this island, I'd have some number of nickels. Certainly more than a few. Me personally, hunted, killed, skinned, prepped our meal. I picked some mushrooms myself. Oh, they're definitely poisonous. And cheesecake for dessert. What, not Russian enough? Not so one. Oh, fuck, is she supposed to be Russian? Shit. Shit. I done fucked up! Dinner would be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? Had an interesting day, that's for sure. How will you describe it to others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. And my fucking rig break again. At least my mic is still working, that's something. Come on, man! Oh, hey. I reset it. Fuck yeah. Yay! But don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Get excited about the... No. Yeah, had a great time. It was a blast! We had a great time, played some cornhole. I won't tell you who won, but we both did in a way. For sure. Everyone rolls their eyes. Talk about sexy. No, really. If you're gonna tell us a story, talk about something sexy instead of whatever that was. Make me smile. You're strangely good at getting him to do that. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No! Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. Even when everyone... Even when everyone fucking shit. I'm really struggling with my words, which might mean a sign that we find a good stopping place. When everyone finishes, White and Claudette come back to the the table. They linger around. You, to pick up the plate, the napkin, crumbs off the table. Would you like to say to the therapist? Thank them! Top-notch service. Everyone, if you would take your time to follow us in 5 minutes, great news. They've been holding up something big good. Something changed. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookie. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. But nothing can change from her. Fire is rebirth. Fire, she's supposed to be fucking Russian. Let me see if I can do this. So sorry if I fuck any of these accents up, but I am a piteous, foolish American. Fire illuminates. Nope, that ain't it. Let me try again. Fire. Channel Yelena. Channel Yelena. Fire illuminate. No fucking shit. Whatever. Fire illuminates the soul. I'm gonna have to practice my Russian accent. It's so bad. The fire illuminates. Illuminates? Would that be? Maybe that's just a fucking weird word to say. Russian. Anyway, hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of fire. I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire. Finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. Ba-da-da-da! Take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Anyways, everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. It's almost always seems to be almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool! And now everyone is looking at you. Here's something. Should I pick someone to tell a story or Raise Boggle! Oh, well, we're actually thinking. I don't help. Raise points spine and skull staff thingamajig at ya. You duck out of the way. Who knows what the fuck that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just wary. We're just very. Don't speak for me, Huntress. I can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if you're heating up. I know the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start out here. It doesn't, try to burn us all alive. He's not. Get out of here, Ray! Corvus was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Fuck yeah! I'll tell a story. Hope it's a mystery. Okay. What type of story do you want to tell? Adventure, action, romance. Obviously romance. Tell a romantic story. How about two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth? Or about two strong husbands who meet when they both try to clutch an insane, wily wolfer? Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. She was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. Couldn't have been more different. Yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took it in for interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? Oh, it's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them, and you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love can spark from mere look across the campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but the narrator keeps it real. Can't just end there. So who would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Fuck. Huntress is... I'm worried that if Huntress feels too neglected that she will kill us, so I kind of want to choose her, but I also don't want to try and fuck up a rush back set that long. And Wraith is clearly who I'm romancing. The spirit already got a turn. Fuck it, choosing Wraith. I don't want to put him on the spot, but... Mami Wata! Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Hell yeah. The living tree. Oh, cool. What a fucking... Trapper, gross. Dwight is physically capable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. I hear somebody trash talking Spirit, deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough to talk burn. Things are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must they be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far as we could from this place? Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded, go to the steps, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my legs need really like giant stature. That's just I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other? Creating drama. I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other, so the corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade, drinking something locally sourced, while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? Silos, I am going to let you choose this. Who do we hang out with tonight? We already seem to have love points with Wraith and Spirit, but we don't necessarily have to hyper-focus on them. We got Trapper being creepy, but undeniably fit. We got Huntress and her watermelon crushing thighs, who might kill me because I haven't been paying much attention to her according to this game, but big man needs some love. Got it. Trapper. Glad you finally decided to take this seriously, Trapper. Don't disappoint me. Oh no! You said big man needs some love, and I picked, but you said Huntress. No, Silo. Where do you? My fish haven't eaten in days. Okay. No, Trapper, don't be gross. It's another test. Testing me to see if I'll pretend to be happy while sitting in a pool used by creeps. Why would I do that to you? Survival! I didn't know that. If I knew, I'd already be dead. Yeah, you're right. No, seriously, I've been trying to find a reason to kill you for 2 days. You keep just managing to avoid your own annihilation and having to start this whole ridiculous thing over. Great job staying clear of that thing so far. Actually. Aww, Silo! Actually, I brought you to this pool for 2 reasons. First, to act for something important. Would you like to spend an unforgettable night with me? Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll have to see where things go. Hopefully they keep pointing up. Yeah, I get it. Doesn't matter anyway. We can't, we could. I know I could. But we're not allowed to do it yet. I can't tell you why either. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Say no more. I'll bid you a good night. Trapper, you never told me the second reason you brought me to this. Oh yeah. Chlorine is great for washing up blood. It's hard to reach places. FYI, if you do know how it is, you should keep it to yourself. Damn it. See those dweebs Doug and Claudia waving at us? I think we need to head to the volleyball court. He's right. Dry up and go to the volleyball court. Later, you're really gonna want to scrub your own hard-to-reach places with actual soap. Chlorine is no match for whatever Trapper gets up to in these pools. That's probably fucking true. Gross. Oh, excuse me. Alright, you guys. I think I gotta call it. I'm a sleepy sheepy, and I'm a hungry boy. Okay. It is late. It is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen, ADHD and time compression are a real fucking thing, but I keep forgetting about that. And hey, I, 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 why, why is it not, why is it suddenly not allowing me to be transparent? Has it been doing that this whole time? Have I had that yucky black box, or is that cast, broadcast, transparent stream? Huh. Well, whatever. I'll fix it next time. Thank you guys so much for joining me for Sexy Saturday. I really appreciate it. I had so much fucking fun today. If you're watching the VOD in the future, thank you also for doing that. I can't tell, but I'm uh, flirtily tucking my hair behind my ear, being all cute. Um, I will be on tomorrow. Sunday is the day that I always stream unless there is some kind of drastic emergency, and theoretically that's in the afternoon, but we'll see how well I actually manage to sleep today. Okay. I love you guys. You're wonderful and very cute. And you all deserve head pats and little kisses. Drink some water, take your meds if you have any night meds, and grab some food unless it's too late for that. And have a good night, guys.